Good evening. My name is Karen Eitram, and I'm principal of North Thurston High School.
Yep.
It's indeed my great pleasure to welcome you here tonight to the dedication ceremony of the North Thurston Auditorium. As I greeted people this evening, I saw many familiar faces. Many of you are connected with North Thurston High School as parents, students, or staff members. Others were active at North Thurston while their children were attending school or while they were attending school here. Citizens in our community and patrons of the arts. All of us are here tonight to celebrate the fulfillment of a vision, to create a home for the performing arts. It took courage to get to this point tonight. A tenacious group of people known as the Auditorium Committee worked together for the last 4 years, some of them for the last 8 years, to strive to build the type of auditorium they felt this school and this school district needed. They faced challenge after challenge with courage and with integrity, casting the character of this facility from the number of seats to the location of the building to the color of the carpets. For them, tonight is the realization of a dream. It took courage on the part of the North Thurston Citizens for Schools, also known as the Levy Committee, to embrace the vision of the Auditorium Committee and recommend the construction of a 750-seat district-wide facility. It took courage on the part of the North Thurston School Board to authorize the building of this Performing Arts Center and to allow it to be the excellent facility you will enjoy tonight. It took courage on the part of Dr. David Steele, Superintendent of the North Thurston School District, and of other district administrators to oversee this project and keep it moving forward despite the great challenges that this district has faced in recent years. And it took great courage, great determination, and trust me, endless patience on the part of Gary Larson, the Director of Construction and Design, and his staff, along with our architects, designers, and builders to see this project through to completion. Because of the courage and the determination of so many people, we gather tonight to celebrate the fulfillment of our vision. Let me tell you a little bit about this auditorium. It was built using both state and local monies for a total cost of $4.5 million. Local monies for this project were approved in 1991 by the voters of this community as part of a building bond measure. The auditorium seats approximately 750 people. 450 of those seats are on the main floor and another 300 on the telescoping flexible seating to the rear. There's a full stage, which you'll see tonight, an orchestra pit, which is covered tonight, but you'll be able to go down there later if you're interested in seeing the orchestra pit. There's also a half fly loft above the stage so that we can raise things above the stage level. Backstage, you'll find a dressing room, a green room, and storage space. As you entered through the lobby, and you noticed there was a ticket office there as well. One of the most interesting parts of this auditorium is the flexible seating. When the flexible seating is not being used, it folds forward, operating somewhat like gymnasium bleachers do, except that this seating, instead of having hardwooded benches, has padded theater seats that are much more comfortable. A curtain can be pulled across in front of those flexible seats when they're folded up, and that creates a smaller, more intimate 450-seat auditorium with just the seats on the main floor. It also creates a large space at the rear of the auditorium, which can be used for a variety of things. It can be a rehearsal space, we can hold art shows or science fairs there, hold meetings there, or have receptions after events. There is also overhead a catwalk system, which includes a sound booth and a light booth. This facility was designed to be accessible to handicapped performers and audience members alike. It was also designed to be durable and to be used by students frequently. After this dedication ceremony tonight, I would invite you to have a look around. The facility will be open and we'll have students in all areas, backstage, onstage, in the hall. They will be more than happy to answer your questions and show you some of the different aspects of this facility. I'd also like to take a moment at this point to thank these students, the students who are assisting here tonight. A student crew is running this event, managing the stage, the lights, and the sound, doing so under the direction of our auditorium manager, Robert Visser. This is no small accomplishment since they've only had about 2 weeks to to learn how all the different systems in the auditorium function. I also want to thank our ushers tonight, who are all students in our marketing program at North Thurston High School. They were the first student group to use this facility for a homecoming fashion show and feel great ownership. Finally, I would like to thank our student performers who are here tonight to christen this fine facility. So here we are. For those of you who have been North Thurston arts supporters for a long time, you'll agree with me when I say we've come a long way from the Commons. This is a much nicer place than that Commons, those golden platforms, those choral shelves, and those art chairs. And for you music supporters, you know that this is also a real step up from the gym, with its terrible acoustic and its even more terrible bleacher seats. I think you will truly enjoy being able to come to this facility for a variety of school, district, and community arts events. So I would say welcome to the auditorium. We're here to celebrate the fulfillment of a vision. So let's let the celebration begin. Please join me in welcoming the students from Horizon Elementary School and their director, Mrs. Lois Holker. David Steele.
Good evening. I would like to add my welcome to Ms. Eitrums for you being here tonight. This is an exciting time to dedicate this new Performing Arts Center. We believe this facility makes a strong statement regarding the importance of performing and fine arts in the North Thurston School District. Some may think that arts are frills, but the arts are important for the complete development of each and every student. Perhaps nowhere else in the entire curriculum do children get to see so clearly that an achievement takes time and that learning has a beginning, a middle, and a product. A poem starts with a single word on a blank page. A dance starts with the first step. A violin starts with a squeak, ending in the beauty of a full orchestra presentation. There is a level of personal satisfaction in the arts that stimulates a child to learn and to want to keep on learning. What's wonderful about the arts is that they can provide students with a sense of success that they might not get in any other way. Everyone has to feel the sense of achievement in some way, in some place. Our new Arts Center will become an important part of the academic program at the North Thurston High School and will also serve the entire district as a focal point for the involvement of our students both in the arts as participants and as observers. We're also looking forward to strengthening our partnerships with the city as well as local theater and performing arts in our community. Lacey has never before had a center where speakers and performers can share their gifts with a large group of people. This is truly a time to be thankful. I would like to take this time right now to recognize some special guests this evening. There are many, many people that were involved in the development of this center, and we can't thank everyone, but let me make a try at a few of them. First of all, thank you to each of you as taxpayers in this local community that provided the funds to provide this building. As Karen has already mentioned to you, the state of Washington played a part in this in their share of matching monies, which we earned by having our own bond issue. I would like to thank Karen Eitrum and her whole staff for the leadership they've taken on the development of this facility. Their work has been wonderful. It's been dedicated and it's taken hours of their time. I would also like to thank our school board who had the vision and foresight to approve this building when we could have said much more easily, no, we have to wait again. Many of you know the history of how long we've waited for this facility, and you need to show your appreciation to our local school board for their determination. I have a list that was given me of people that we would like to introduce tonight, and if they could have the house lights so people could see these people, if you would rise, and if you would hold your applause till we introduce the whole group, I would appreciate that. Let me first of all recognize your school board, starting with Thelma Jackson, President of the board, Bill Williams, Vice President, Rex Comstock, Board Member, Jeannie Ward, Board Member, Chuck Navin, Board Member. Let's give these folks a hand, shall we? One of the most important groups dealing with the auditorium was our Auditorium Task Force, and there are a number of people that we'd like to recognize tonight. If you would stand and also hold your applause till we introduce the whole group. The parent representatives were Katie Collins and Carol Roy. I know Katie's right down here. From the city of Lacey, Bernie Main. Staff members Brenda Kirkpatrick, Ian Edlund, and Dennis McDonald. Our student representative was Devin Montgomery, and you've already met Principal Karen Eitrum, and our district administrative representative was Pete Curl. Let's give them a hand. This last group is a whole group of people, and if you're here tonight, if you would rise and again hold your applause. First of all, representing Jones and Roberts, who is the general contractor, Frank Roberts, Bob Roberts, Lou Jones Jr., Paul Menkler. Then from the architect group, BJSS, a local Olympia architect, Frank Smith, Gordon Olson, Dwight Haller, and Gretchen Sturtevant was the color coordinator. Jefferson School District was Gary Larson, Director for Construction Design, his able staff, Burrow Crow, Carol Vassarino, Norma Wallace, and our newest staff member working with this facility as the manager is Margaret Visser. If you'd give all them a hand, please. Each and every one of these people took a leadership role, plus many, many more in this room were involved in the development of this facility. We thank you all very much.
Introduce Mr. Alan Corwin. Mr. Corwin is the president of the North Thurston Schools Educational Foundation, and he's here to make a very special presentation.
It hardly seems possible that we've left out anybody to be recognized, but we have indeed. It was 8 years ago, or 7 years ago, I happened to be at a school board meeting, and a group of young people from North Thurston High School came and spoke and made an impassioned plea to the board for this facility which we are enjoying today. So I'd like to recognize one more person. Out of that group, my daughter was one of the ones who came and spoke to the school board. I had no idea that she was even going to be there that evening. But there was another person there, Katie's Collins' son, Andy. I'd like Andy to rise for just a moment, because it was the students and their felt need that really brought us back. Of course, Andy's no longer a student here. He's a graduate of Stanford. I'm here this evening on behalf of the North Thurston Schools Educational Foundation. The foundation, which also started in 1989, raises funds to do things for the district that can't be done with tax money. We help by providing student assistance grants to each of the buildings in the district, and we provide scholarships, and we operate a clothing bank. Our annual fundraiser is an auction, and at the auction last year, a flag was donated by, appropriately enough, Congressman Mike Kreidler, who started his political career as a member of the North Thurston School Board, and whose 3 children graduated from North Thurston High School. The flag was donated, and it was purchased by all of the people at the auction who contributed to it, and it's that flag I would like to present this evening to Thelma Jackson on behalf of the North Thurston Schools Educational Foundation. Thelma?
On behalf of the citizens of this school district and the students in this North Thurston area, we thank you for this flag that will fly very proudly as we dedicate this auditorium here this evening. Thank you to the North Thurston Educational Schools Foundation.
Began for this facility when we knew that we were going to be able to build a performing arts center or an auditorium, but we didn't know what it was going to look like. The auditorium committee decided it was time to invite students to join us on that committee. That's very difficult for students to do. They're very busy, and we met quite frequently. But one of those students, who was, I believe, a 10th grader at that time, the youngest member of the committee, took it very seriously and spent a lot of time meeting with the committee and held her own with the adults. And she's a senior tonight this year, and so I thought it was real appropriate to invite Devin Montgomery to say a few words.
The main reason I took the auditorium committee so seriously is because of the 3 student representatives that were chosen my sophomore year. I was the only one that was actually going to see this project once it was completed. The other 2 have since graduated and moved on to college, and so this project has meant a lot to me because, like I said, I'm the only one that gets to see it. I'm probably one of the most involved people in the performing arts program here at North Thurston High School. If you were out in the lobby